Much of my days now are spent literally on the floor with the dogs, and I'm totally okay with it. But here today I want to talk about how to be creative, how to get into a creative mind state, and kind of some tips that I use within my daily routine, weekly routine, when I need to get in my time block and be super creative and literally just get all of my juices rolling, whether I'm writing content, whether I am meeting with a client. Creativity can mean so many different things to different people based on what we actually do for a living. So can't wait to share. So when I really need to be in a creative state and have my time block and ready to go, I really like to make sure that my house is in a pleasant fashion, organized, and that I'm not thinking about anything else. I'm just focusing on the matter at hand and giving me the space and the opportunity to be able to be creative. And as I mentioned, creativity differs for all of us of what that looks like, how we express it, how we, actually complete the creativity aspect. I mean, for me, it's like creating vision for my company is me being in a very, very creative state. Really, really simple things, but we have to have the bandwidth up here. And as a system and process expert, I always tell people that you have to get it out of here. Anything that may be stressing you out, you have emotions around, you have to remove it in order to fully be in a state where you feel like you can create. Because trust me, I have been there where I've had so much going on that I don't even have the bandwidth to be creative. So daily practices to be creative are going to be, I have to get good amount of sleep in. I even have a tracker that I really am in tune with my body on how I've slept, what I need for the day, and it actually is a benchmark for how the day is actually going to play out, and that's really important to me. I have to have my daily exercise, whether it be a walk, getting on my Peloton, doing my thing. I also have to feed my body good food that actually uplifts me and not make me and have it not make me feel good. Because really, I've done videos in the past about like what food actually means, and in order to feel very, very good, you have to be able to eat really, really good food. So start thinking about how you're eating and how is it making you feel. I also live by my calendar and time blocks, giving myself the space to do administrative things, doing projects, having calls, having space to be creative. And I can't forget about journaling, because every morning I literally journal, whether it be the things I want to do, how I'm feeling. It's so important for all of us to check in with ourselves about how we're feeling, because that actually helps us throughout the day decide how we're going to play out the day. Think about that. Check in with yourself. Be honest with yourself about how you're feeling, how you're showing up, and take reflection of that and process it, write it down. And I love going back to see the changes in myself and the things that I'm doing. I have to say, being out in nature really helps me think and have a really open and clear mind to all the possibilities for what I can create and what I can discover. And when I talk about creating a space that makes you feel good, this is mine. This is my office. This is my beautiful office that I love. Lucy's headed out the doggy door. Penny's coming in. Just a space that I can think and clear the air and just be present. It feels so good. And I must remind you that I've had to figure all of this out. I've had to be very in tune with myself and my goals and what I want for myself, that I've had to discover what works for me and what doesn't work for me. And I hope that these tips are really helpful. So I encourage you, in the next month ahead, plan out the things that are going to make you creative. Put yourself in the space for you to have the mind to be creative. And I want you to share with me what you discover and find out about yourself that really makes you excited about all the possibilities, about having a creative space, a creative mind, and all the possibilities that you have.